Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing a requested video. Several people have asked that I do a video on my entire bag collection, and they've been asking me since March. Now that it's June, I feel this is a good time to do it because we're halfway through the year, and in the process of getting all my bags together, I realized there are several bags I have never carried. They're still in the dust bag the way I put them in the dust bag the day I got them and have never taken them out. So I'm going to reassess my collection and perhaps sell a couple of bags and reinvest that money that I get from the sale into other bags and expand my collection to a more usable collection for me, because my goal is not to have as many bags as I can. I will never have 300 bags. I don't want to do that. I've said many times that I don't like clutter and I don't like having too much of one thing. I also feel that it would be wasteful if I can't use it. It's not like I'm going to work and I'm going to have a different bag every time I go to work, or every outfit I wear has to match a different bag. I don't do that. I go out of the bag, out of the house once or twice a week. And I usually go to the supermarket where I don't need to carry 99% of these bags. What I normally carry is this with a chain, and I'm out the door. It's just easy, hands-free, and this is what I normally carry, this one or the oxblood one. So I really could be content just with that. But I do want a collection, and I love bags. There's kind of an obsession with me. But it doesn't have to be in excess. So what I'm going to do is reevaluate which bags are now working for me, or which I have never gone to at all since I have them, and get bags that will work for me. And I just want to say thank you all for joining me. And I want to tell you that in this year, I'm not at YouTube for a year yet. July 19th will be the date of my first video. 2019 will be 1 year. And I just want to tell you how grateful I am and how much you have changed my life so much, and the person that I am so much, and everybody that I know sees that I have evolved into a different person. And that is not because of anything I did, because I've been doing the same thing for the last 68 years. And since I'm with you guys, I've changed. So that has to be the difference. And you've made a big difference in my life. And so I thank you, everybody, and thank you for joining me. So I had a little bit of space issues in getting together this video. So I put everything on here, and there are 2 chairs over here which are holding other bags. And I separated them by brand. And I will try and show you everything in an orderly way. I don't even know how much I have, but it's nothing compared to what a lot of people have. But I love everything that I have, and I just, when I mentioned that I want to sell it, I don't use, it's not that I don't love it, it's just I'm not using it. And I feel that it will be best if I replace it with something that's more useful in my lifestyle. So let me just start off with the Fossil bag, because that's right here. And this is my Sydney, and I am a big fan of Fossil. I have exclusively bought Fossil for years, and only within the last year did I stop buying Fossil because I had an incident with the customer service people at the .com, and I actually went to Dooney after that. So this is my Sydney, and I love it. It has a strap that's crossbody, and there's a lot of videos. I made a video, and there's lots of other videos on YouTube where you can learn about this bag. It's a great bag. Also, I just recently showed you this bag. This is my Fossil bag. I don't have a name for it, but I showed this to you in the video about bags that are sentimental to me. And even though I don't wear it, this is something I will never get rid of, because I wore it for 6 years in a row without having another bag. And I was happy. I was actually unhappy when I realized this had so much wear that I had to get another bag. I tried to find something very similar, but after 6 years, this wasn't in style anymore. And this is my third Fossil bag. And this bag I bought in 2004. I remember the day I bought it because I was newly married. Well, a couple of years married, but I was being very frugal. And I got this for $20. And Macy's, it was in Macy's on their clearance table. I think it must have been what they now call last call. And I just love this bag. It has great pebbling. I don't think this bag will ever be out of style. Pockets over here, a slouch, and it's a hobo. It's a great bag and well worth $20. Another bag I'll never get rid of. Then after Fossil, I went to Dooney. And what I bought at Dooney's originally, I actually sold because, well, one of them, well, I actually had two bags that had puddled, which means that they started to lose their structure. And one I didn't like how it carried. It was too heavy for me. But these are the ones, that's right, which I currently have now. And this one is too heavy for me, but I will never sell it. This has a strap to use for crossbody. And this is called the Florentine Small Satchel. And it's beautiful leather. By the way, all these bags are stuffed. And if you would see what my house looks like on the other side of this camera, I don't know how I'm not freaking out because I'm a little bit of a clean freak here, and all I see is stuffing and air paper everywhere. Well, my husband walks in. So this is a great bag. I won't sell this either because you don't come across leather like this anymore. I don't even think the Florentine now is the same as this. And I got this for an amazing price from the outlet. Don't be afraid of shopping at Dooney's outlet. Dooney's outlet is unlike the outlet at Coach and Michael Kors. Dooney's outlet is actually the same bags in their retail store that they're just trying to move. Unlike the other two stores that fashion houses I mentioned, who make bags exclusively for the outlet, and once in a while send retail products that they want to move. Dooney doesn't do that. This is another Dooney bag. This is actually my newest Dooney. This was my Mother's Day present, and I love, love, love this bag so much, I had to put it right in front. And it's called the Dylan Drawstring, and it's beautiful, beautiful pebble leather. The shine of the light is taking away from just how beautiful and rich this leather is. Not light, but very comfortable to carry on the shoulder. And this is only a shoulder bag. This, excuse me, this cannot be made into a crossbody. Excuse me. And my last Dooney bag is this one, and I haven't seen it for a while, and I think I'm going to carry it tomorrow. This is the Derby. It's a Suede Derby, and you know, naturally, I'm not taking it out in the rainy weather. And I think I'm going to take it tomorrow because we're going to have a nice day, and my husband's taking off, and he's taking me to a mall shopping. I'm so excited. And this is suede. It has the logo lock, and this is very, very lightweight. Very lightweight. And the color of this is, I believe it's called olive. So after Dooney, when I started having issues with things that I was buying that was too heavy for me, I went to Coach after that. And this is what I got at Coach. I'll start with the small things because the rest of the table is Coach. These are both called Nolita 22, and they are actually wristlets, or they actually come with this strap, this chain, which could go on one side and be made into a wristlet, or you could carry it like this, or you could take off the chain and use it as a pouch, as a clutch, or a pouch, or a catch-all in your handbags. And I have probably used this bag more than anything that I have. This is the first Nolita I got. And I haven't found a Nolita 22 that Coach is making anymore. The only one I've found size 19, which means 19 centimeters instead of 22 centimeters. Yeah, this is the perfect size for me. They have zippers on the back, and they have a pocket that snaps inside. And you don't have to even carry a wallet, because you could put your cash and cards in that pocket and snap it, and it's very secure. I love these, and these are very reasonably priced. This is another bag, which I recently got. It's not a bag, but it's more of a clutch or a wristlet, and it has these hooks over here, where you could also put a chain on it and wear it on you. Well, I actually can't see it now because the camera's too close, but sorry about that. I really don't have room to actually show you, but on here, and you could wear it like this, or carry it in your hand, or carry it as a clutch. A lot of people tell me that they use this as wallets. And this is glove tan leather, and this is tea rose, and this is originally $2.95, and I paid $88, and I haven't used it yet, but I will. This is beautiful, really beautiful. So that's my most current clutch from Coach. This I got in September 2018, when Coach was having a Welcome to Fall party at the outlet. And this is a retail bag which the outlet received on that day, and I grabbed it as soon as I saw it. And it's oxblood, and this is called the Swagger 27, and it comes with also with a crossbody strap. It has a pocket in the back. I love this bag. This is a very, very well made bag. Everything about it is well made. The leather, the hardware, everything. I love this bag. This is my favorite. Now that I have the Dooney, I can't say that, and a couple of others, I can't say it's my I have multiple favorites. And this is definitely among them, and one bag I will never get rid of. This is called it's by Coach, and it's called the Clarkson Hobo. And it has a zipper on the back, and it has this strap for your shoulder, for your arm, and there's also a strap that in here, a crossbody strap that has so many adjustments. You could use it on your shoulder or crossbody. And this leather is so nice. It's polished pebble. So polished pebble is like a coating, like a shining. So it actually protects it, and it makes it more durable for bad weather. I have never had any issue with polished pebble in any kind of weather. In fact, I never knew that going out and taking your bag in the rain was contraindicated in some instances. I never knew that until I started collecting bags, because I never worried about any bag before. Excuse me, I'm not used to speaking so long. I'm used to just listening. And I love this bag. And it was currently on sale. I think it is still on sale for Coach's summer sale, and they have it on the Coach.com website. And I paid full price for it. I paid $350 plus tax, went to almost $400. And I think that if you could get it for $175, you got a good deal. This is a style which will not go out of style, I'm sure. Another classic style, which won't go out of style in my opinion, is Coach's camera bag. Now this year, when I got it, they made many different styles. They made all different kind of colors and different textures on it and different designs. I stuck with the black, and I feel that this will always be in style. I love it. It has pockets on the front and back. I think I wear this it's probably one of my most used bags, because when I go shopping with my husband and we're in the store, I like to be hands-free. And this is a great bag. The strap is adjustable. You can make it a shoulder bag, and I use it as a crossbody, but you can make it a shoulder bag. If you wanted to, you could take the chains off and use this as a pouch in such thing as a tote bag. You could use this as a pouch. It's really, really versatile. Good bag. I love it. This is my Edie 42. I love it. It's beautiful. This is one of the bags I'm pretty sure I'm not going to keep, because it's just too big for me. And it is so beautiful. I love the embossed pebble leather, the embossed buffalo leather. It has brass hardware all over. And I will probably be selling this privately. My husband just came in. Hi, sweetheart.
Hi, baby.
So, this is a gorgeous bag, but it's huge for me. It really is. It's overpowering. And the day I got it, I put it in a dust bag, and I took it out today to show you. And it's going to go back in the dust bag. That style is called Edie 42, and this is Edie 31. And this style, this one, I will never get rid of. I love this. This is a gunmetal. It's metallic gunmetal, and I had more than several bags of this, because I kept getting problems with wonky zippers and all kinds of issues. And some of them, one had, see how this has a fold here and here? One had a fold down here, and the other one ended up here. So I finally was able to find this bag in perfect condition, and it is never letting go. I am never letting go of it. I love it. And the bindings, the hardware on here is silver. So it's silver and gunmetal. I love this bag. Okay, I should make, just so I don't become redundant, I love all the bags. And so I know I've been saying that a lot, but I do. I love this bag too. And this is a market tote. This is the large market tote. How it differs from the regular market tote is this one closes with this on top, so it cinches it and makes it smaller, or it just, you know, if you want it to be smaller. I like to use it at this size. I have not used this one. I have two of them. And I am thinking of selling this also. And I believe this color is stone. This color is stone. It's like a very light taupe, and it has a yellow interior, and it has pockets in here. Great organization on the side for when you want to travel. I've never used this one, but I've used the other one. And you can see I have it tied so the handles stay up, because unlike the Louis Vuitton, when the handles fold down, the Coach handles, because it's polished pebble leather, for some reason, once it gets wonky, it stays that way. So I keep it like this, because otherwise, I have one, and I'll show you, where I have to fight with the handles to get in there, and I don't like to do that. So, but this is a great bag. This is my Midnight Navy large market tote, and People who see this think it's gray, but it's actually not. Even the people in the store, the sales lady, thought it was gray. And this one I have used, and this one I'm going to keep because I did use it. And there is like a teal in here, in the interior. And I love this bag. I love this bag so much that that's the reason I bought this stone bag, because I wanted a backup in case anything happened to this bag. But it turned out that I don't use this for travel. I wound up using a market tote that I got at a very good price that was already had the handles crushed. So I use that for travel now. Great bag. This is the regular size market tote, and how it differs. It secures with a strap this way. It actually doesn't prevent anything from falling out, but if you have something big, it might. And this is my issue. Now it's standing up, but they really don't. They came like this, and no matter how much I, hung it on the doorknob, it was never resolved. It always stays like this, which is fine because I use this without having any worries at all. And I recently took it on a trip to New York, where I put this in front of me, underneath the seat in front of me. And it was my handbag when I went there, and it was easy to travel with, and it held everything. And I keep a bag shaper in the bottom so that it doesn't buckle over here, so it doesn't sag rather. And this is a great bag. I have to tell you that I was recently in the outlet, and I was told by one of the sales associates there that they are now carrying the exact same thing as the market tote, except it doesn't have this strap, and it's called the town bag, or something like that. Town tote, I think, like that. And I'm seeing this market tote, this type of market tote being on sale at a lot of stores for $177, Macy's for one of them. And I think I did see it on Coach.com, but I don't know of all their colors. I think that this style is being not as popular or phased out, or just that they're keeping certain colors and getting rid of some of the colors, because I know Coach has a brand new tote, and I forgot the name of it, but I'm going to check it out. If I see it tomorrow, and it's nice, it's smooth leather, I might buy it. Normally this sells for $2.95, but I got this for $88 from the outlet. And it's a retail bag, and it's a great bag. And this is my MCM bag, and I think this is a beautiful bag. Now, I was going to get this bag in black, and I promised this to somebody that they could buy this bag. I didn't get it in black, but they still want it. I told her I would give it, if I got it in black, I would sell her this cost me $650. I told her I'd sell it to her for $500. That would be a good price for her. And the bag that I wanted, I would just have to add $150 more, so it wouldn't be a whole lot of spending to me. And I felt that, that would be the best thing to do, because I have so many bags, and she needed it. So I don't know if I'm going to be selling this to her or not. I'm on the fence about this. I don't use it, really, because I have so much, and I don't actually use these things as much as I wish I did. I have nowhere to go. And this is really nice. This pebble is called Fisettos, and this is the way that MCM, this is their method in which they make the bag more durable. And I just love the texture. So that's why I'm on the fence. I don't know what I'm doing yet. Or maybe I will just buy the black one and sell this to her. That might happen too, I'm not sure. But I hate to renege on, I know there wasn't an absolute promise, but I hate to renege because I have so much, Speaking of having so much, I was really blessed by my husband when I achieved a milestone on YouTube. He bought me one of the bags I'm about to show you, and I bought myself this. And this is the Louis Vuitton Neverfill. It still has some creases from being, it comes all folded. I mean, if I didn't know that this is how they all come, and I saw my bag came like that, I would have freaked out. But it comes this way, but eventually the marks come out of this. This is a pouch that it comes with. You could use it as a separate wristlet or a pouch, or you know, to wear on your shoulder, or you can use this as like a pocket in here to put your things in here. So it looks like inside. It has a pocket in there as well. I haven't used this yet, but I did use this. I just carried this the other day, and I think I did a video where I discussed this. And I really love this canvas. It's extremely nice. And so this I'm never going to sell. This is the bag my husband got me. This is the Speedy 30, the Louis Vuitton. I have not carried this yet. It comes with a strap where you could wear it on your as a shoulder bag or crossbody. And I do want to carry this very soon. I was undecided about whether I want to get a charm for this. If you feel like answering me, what do you think? I don't know, I think I would like a charm over here, or a pom-pom. I spoke to some people and some people said no, but I like charms. So let me know what you think of that. This is a beautiful bag, and this is going to be an always bag for me. This is my newest purchase, and this is the Pochette Accessoire, or in English it is pouch accessory, or accessory pouch. And I have worn this a couple times already. And I threw it on my shoulder. I'm doing this as breaking myself into getting used to carrying this, because I am nervous about this brand. Excuse me. But it's also going, mostly I bought it for as a catch-all in my bag. I'm going to take the straps off and put my makeup mirror in here and other things that I carry in my pocketbook, so things are more organized. And I'm going to get, I have a dinky strap that is going to go over here, but I did see on Amazon that they have a gold chain straps. I believe they're 46 inches long, which have this same ending on it. And I think they're around $15. That maybe I'll get that chain so it's a little more cohesive with the design when I wear it as a crossbody. Which brings me to this. This is the mini version of this, and people do wear this as a bag. They could carry it, or also wear it on their shoulder if they want. You have to have skinny arms to do it, but it's a little tight for me, but you have to be a little thinner, I guess. And this is called the mini pochette. And last but not least is my Marc Jacobs. And I really, really like this bag. And let me tell you, I got this bag free. I actually paid $300 for it. I bought it from Bloomingdale's. And it came all, I'm sorry. I bought it from Bloomingdale's, $300. What I got was, this was wavy. And it had somebody else's receipt in it with their name, with their address, with all their information. And they paid, I think it was $137, something like that. So I called their customer service and I told them I just got somebody else's bag, and And that's, I would like one, and this one is, I don't want to keep it because it had this wonky waviness to this. They said they're going to get me another one. And they looked and looked, and they could not find another one. So they said, we'll give you this for $100. And so I said, great, I'll take it. And I figured I'd stuff it, and I did a pretty good job. It's not really wonky anymore. Very little. So I thought I was going to pay $100 for it. However, what they did is they sent a credit to my credit card where they gave me back the money for $100. So I said, oh my God. I told my husband, oh my God, they're not charging me anything. And I called and I told the customer service person, and I asked to speak to the manager. And she said, okay, don't worry about it. It's their mistake, and you could keep it without paying for it at all. So I said, could you make a note of this on my account? And she said, yes. She was great. So she did that. Then a few days later, I got a charge for $100. So I called, and I told them, well, I spoke to this supervisor. I know her name, but I don't want to say what her name is. And she told me I could have it without paying. And that led to multiple calls that went on and on and on, because she said it and it's in the notes. So that, I wasn't demanding that I have it, but she said it, and they should live up to, she's the employee and she's the supervisor. So it turned out, after many, many calls, I did get my money back, my $100 back. Oh yeah, well, just let me tell you that in the process of giving me a refund for the $100, somebody charged me. So I called and I told them, she charged me again instead of giving me the refund. And this was after multiple calls. So they said, okay, they'll tell us, fix it. So in the process of her fixing it, she charged me again. So I called this woman. I said, look, she's just not paying attention to what she's doing. And that led to several more calls, and finally it was resolved, and I got this for free. So obviously, I am not going to return it at all. And I love it. It's a great bag. And you know what? Even though this is substantial leather, you do not feel it when you're carrying it. And this is a crossbody, but it can be made into a shoulder bag. And that is my entire collection. So I will be reconsidering, and what I have, and the bags that I mentioned, I'm going to consider whether I'm going to sell them or not and replace them with something else. The money will definitely go to another bag if I sell it. And I thank you all for spending this time with me. I know it took a little while, but I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy this. And if you have any questions or any comments, or you need any help with anything, just let me know. Thank you, everybody. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I love you, I really do, and appreciate you very much. I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.